Hey, what's up everyone? Today I have a very big task to do. Oh boy, that's a lot. I have to clean up the whole bus because it's time to work on the floor. I have to sand it, convert the rust, and then apply the rust paint before working on the subfloor. So, let's go! Wow, I haven't seen this bus this empty since I removed all of the seats. So, man, looks good. It looks really good right now. Well, except of the rust, of course, but I am starting the process soon of removing all of the rust. So, I'm not worrying about anything. Just one thing, I need a better vacuum because the one that I have is not super efficient. Does the job, but yeah, could be better. So I might have to change that as soon as possible. But yeah, so far so good. It's I like it. I like it a lot. So I don't want to waste any more of my time, and especially not yours. So I'm gonna keep going at it. Okay, so that's what it looks like right now, without anything inside the bus. Well, almost anything inside the bus. As you can see, there is a lot of rust. So I think it's gonna take a while. It's gonna be a long and tough job, especially around the wheel wells. It's very dirty, very rusty. At some point I have holes, so obviously that's something that I'm gonna have to tackle. So I'm gonna remove all of the rusted part that are like too heavy to work on, and obviously when there are holes like that, I'm gonna remove them and I'm gonna replace it with again the ceiling panels that I upcycled. So yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna, well, that's for sure what I'm gonna do around the wheel wells. So this way it will be clean, it will be kind of brand new. But yeah, so that's what I have to do. I'm very glad that some parts are kind of clean, kind of okay, not so much rust. Well, this area, I don't remember. No, this is where the first heater was, and the second heater was right here. So that explains, or here or there, so that explains why it's kind of okay. In the middle, obviously, that's where most of the rust is, and it's only because, well, children and everyone was walking around here. And so yeah, I'm gonna have to work also a lot on these edges just to make sure that the rust is won't reappear again. And obviously, well, again, this is the wheel well right here, so it's very rusted. And yeah, that's also where I think, yeah, that's also where I had leaks from the windows. So that also explains the amount of rust on the edge right here, because water was kind of accumulating here. Yeah, and here as well. So here also I had a leak coming from this window, and I think this is the first window that I removed and tried to clean up in a rush. But yeah, first remove the parts where it's too rusted or parts where holes are, because obviously it's kind of a waste of time if I try to grind these parts. So yeah, so this is obviously a part that I will have to remove. I have to remove a small patch right here. I'm gonna remove this section right there. I'm also gonna remove this side panel here, and I'm gonna redo it, and I'm gonna replace it with something else, because here there's rust, there's holes, and I don't know if you can see it, but we can see from the inside what's going on the outside. So yeah, definitely this part is a total mess. So this is something that I will have to remove and work on extensively by cutting a new piece of metal from the ceiling and simply weld it onto the floor. So let's jump into action and start by removing this piece of metal, and then we'll see what I'm gonna do with that. I spent the whole day today grinding, cutting the metal on the floor, using the multi-tool, the scraper, to remove on every corner any silicone paste or butyl tape that was applied to kind of seal the floor. So let me show you exactly what I did. So I cut this piece here. I cut a long piece here because it was really rusted too much, way too much. I also cut a huge piece in the floor here, and another part, two parts right here. So tomorrow what I would have to do, it's quite simple. I'm gonna cut some piece of metal, and I will I'm considering basically and I'm gonna try it, but I will use the welding machine. So I will cut the metal to size, and then I will try to weld. If it doesn't work as I want, I will use the pop rivets. But I would rather have the floor welded, so this way it will be more sturdy, and it will be more secured to the actual floor. It will be well attached. So we'll see. I don't know yet, so this is something that I'm going to try. For now, it's getting late, so I'm going to go back home, and I'm going to prepare for tomorrow, because tomorrow will be a good day and a long day as well. But hopefully what I'm going to do, the plan is, as soon as the metal is cut and placed onto the floor and welded onto the floor, then I'm going to start grinding. So the whole floor needs like a good job of sanding and grinding the rust out of the metal here as much as possible. So this way, what's left of the rust, I will then use the rust converter, and I will apply the rust converter everywhere on the floor, like I did on the floor when I was redoing the last piece of metal floor from the previous video that you can watch here. So I'm gonna apply the rust converter. I'm gonna wait 24 hours because I can't do anything else during that time, while the rust converter will be applied everywhere on the bus. So I'm gonna have to wait 24 hours, but it will be well invested 24 hours, because this will prevent any more rust coming again, hopefully. And then as soon as it's done, I will apply the rust paint everywhere. I mean everywhere on the floor, like anywhere. so that's it for now. That's it for today, and I will see you tomorrow. All right. So now that the plastic is kind of everywhere, then, well, just let's start grinding the floor, and yeah, let's enjoy that. So, shall we? is done. I'm done grinding, I went to every possible nooks and crannies that I could find. I tried to go everywhere that I could with the grinder, and then with the drill, with the wire brush, the wire brush bit. And yeah, it's man, it's the third or fourth, no, it's the fourth day that I'm working on it, and there is dust everywhere on the plastics. I've spent a lot of time after grinding for a certain amount of time. I just spent some time to vacuum everything that I could. So now this is, I don't know if you would be able to see something, but this is what it looks like. So it's the rust places are much darker because it's very close to the metal color. So yeah, so right now what I have to do is to, well, remove all of the plastic again, vacuum everything once again, then I'm gonna wash the floor. It won't be a thorough wash, but it will be like a superficial wash, just to make sure that I remove grease and dirt that are still there that I couldn't vacuum. I'm gonna dry everything, and then I'm gonna start applying the rust converter like everywhere. So this is where I'm at right now. Man, it's super hot outside, and so right now, because the bus is not insulated yet, it's warmer, even warmer here. So yeah, it's I think I've lost, I don't know how many pounds in water I've lost over the last 4 days, but it's a lot. So yeah, well, that's simple. What I have to do right now is just to clean up the mess, and well, keep going. So let's get back to work.